Hello and welcome to another Stamp with Amy K Facebook Live video. I'm just going to take 1 second to make sure that I've got everything up and running here as it should be. So hopefully you guys can see me, and hopefully I have a few people join in tonight live. I'm going to show you how to make these little sour cream containers. Well, they used to be called sour cream containers. I'm not sure if they're called some other awesome name. Hey Karen, thanks for hopping on. You're right here right on time, so that's awesome. They used to be called sour cream containers. I don't know if they're called a different name now, but that was the name for them a way long time ago. When I was a kid, they had sour cream containers that looked like this. They were the little portable to-go ones. So that's where the name that I learned to call them was sour cream containers. But they're just a cute little treat holder that you can fit little candies inside, you know, a little jewelry, something small. So these are fun and definitely a really cute little idea. And this Stamp and die set makes this so incredibly easy. So I absolutely, I love this die set. I played with it for the first time a couple days ago when I was putting these together, and I'm like, man, I've got to do a video because these are so easy and so much fun. So first things first, this is the, oh, actually, before I get started on that, a couple things to remind you about. Stampin' Up! Has a promotion going on right now for Paper Pumpkin, and it's for new subscribers only. You get 50% off your first month kit, so you get 50% off the August kit if you join by August 10th and use the, hey Patricia, how are you? Hey Karen, look at it, glad a couple people are hopping on tonight. So I was talking about the Paper Pumpkin code. So using the promotion code, it's Bloom0818. If you go out to my Paper Pumpkin or to paperpumpkin.com, you are able to join and get 50% off your first kit. Second thing, this is the awesome deal of the year, I think, as far as joining as a demonstrator. So new demonstrators that join during the month of July get to choose a free set of ink pads, a set of 10 ink pads. So with your starter kit, that's in addition to the $125 that you already get to pick out a free whatever you want for your starter kit. You also get a set of ink pads to pick for free. Starter kits are $99 plus applicable taxes in your area, so it's a little bit different for everybody. And the kit ships for free, so that's another awesome deal. So you're getting $125 worth of products plus the additional free set of ink pads, and it all ships to you for free. So it's an awesome deal. Even if you never buy another thing, you'll be an active demonstrator through the end of December. So as far as I'm concerned, it's way too good of a deal to pass up. So, all right, enough about that. If you have questions about it, let me know. We'd love to have you hop in the team with us and join us. We're a fun little group and like to stamp and like to chatter, and that's it. So I mean, we're fun. We know how to do the business side of it. We know how to do the fun side of it. So definitely let me know if you have any questions. We'd love to have you join us. And then the last thing I want to talk with you about before I get started on the treat containers is the buy 3 get 1 free designer series paper sale that Stampin' Up! Has going on right now. This is another awesome deal. You get to pick and choose any of the 3 items or any of the 3 papers on this list. It's the list from Stampin' Up! There are, I think 11 different packs of designer series paper, so you can choose from any of those, any 3 of those, and you get to pick one for free. So that is also an awesome deal, especially if you're going to do a bunch of these little treat containers. So, hey Mary, glad you were able to hop on. I actually am thinking about stocking up on some of the Christmas paper because I think these might be kind of fun to do as little Christmas treats. So that's the one paper that I think I might buy a whole bunch of extra of. So, all right, any questions on that, let me know. There's more information out on my blog, stampwithamyk.com. So feel free to stop out there anytime and find more details. If you have any questions, just let me know. All right, so back to the stamp set and the die set. These are the Petite Treat Framelits Dies, and they come in a bundle with the Treat Time stamp set. The stamp set has some really good sentiments in it. There is a little die that coordinates with all of the sentiments on here. And so it fits really nicely with the images. So like this, of course I love, you know me and dies, I love die sets. So we've got the Treat Time stamp set and then the Petite Treat Framelits Dies. This is a really cool die set because it was designed so that you could have 3 different ways to put the sour cream container together. You can have it like I made it with a little rounded top on it like this. you can also have it, this turns into a heart-shaped piece. I don't know how well you can see that on there, but it actually, you can cut it as a heart if you want it to be something, you know, a little more sweet. And then there's also a flat edge piece, so it can go straight across and look just like the bottom, basically. So it's a really cool die set, and they all interlock. It's just a real simple, hopefully you can see it on here. Hopefully I can hold it straight enough and steady enough that you can see it. But they basically just lock together and you run it through the Big Shot, and that's all there is to it. So it's a really cool die set. Couple things on the die set. Oh, and there are little, I forgot about the little scallops. There's a little set of scallop dies so that you can decorate the ends of it if you want to. So that's a cute little addition as well. On the die set, couple things to notice. As I'm working with it, you probably aren't going to be able to see it once I actually run it through and cut these pieces, but there are little score lines basically on these little metal pieces, and there are also score lines on the parts that stick up here at the top, and that is basically what creates the little pinch points on here. It's not a true score line, so it doesn't run all the way. It just sort of does a little bit of a score so that you have the spot where you know to pinch it together to have it form the container correctly. So you'll see that and how it works a little bit more as we go through. I did find that when you're cutting it, obviously when you're cutting it with just the flatter piece, you don't need to have quite as large of a piece of paper. I think this measures about 4.5 inches. So if you do it as a flat, you can do it with about a 6-inch by 4.5-inch piece of paper. Hey Connie, thanks for hopping on. And when you use the ones that have the little bumps in them, you need about a 5.5-inch piece of paper. So it's 5.5 by 6 inches, and I'll be posting all this information out on my blog tomorrow morning, so you don't need to worry about taking notes on it right now. And I'll post the video out there so you can take a peek at it again. So I'm using the Nature's Poem Designer Series paper tonight, so just using a panel of that. This paper is also from that same Designer Series paper pack, and it is on sale too, so that's a little bonus. It's on the buy 3, get 1 free sale. So we're going to go ahead and get started with die cutting, and I do apologize in advance. I'm going to pull my Big Shot over here so you can see this, but it is going to shake the table when I do the die cutting, so hopefully it won't make it too dizzy, too sick feeling, whatever. So I just didn't know how else to show it to you without actually doing it. So hopefully I am up. I'm going to stand up here a second, make sure I'm on screen. Hopefully I am. And I've got my magnetic platform underneath here. And I'm just going to line it up, making sure that my die is actually on the paper would be a good thing, as well as not hanging off the edge of the platform. So I want to make sure that I don't catch the edges and mash this up because I've done it with die sets before, and that's always a very sad thing. So, so here we are. We're going to just run this, make sure we get it through the Big Shot here, and I'll try not to jiggle the table too much. And then it comes out the other side, all die cut. So, get that up and out of the way. Get the die set over here so I don't... Oh, am I back? Hopefully. All right, sorry, the video froze for a second, so wanted to make sure I was still here. I think I am. All right, so now we've got our die cut piece of paper, and you probably can't see it, but there's a little score line here, a little score line here, and then there are little score lines down here on the bottom, as well as along this edge. So first things first, we're going to put a little bit of tear and tape adhesive on here, and hopefully I can find the end of it. The first piece of tear and tape adhesive, you'll see that this has got a shorter side and a longer side. I put mine on the longer side, on the side that's going to be facing out. So just stick a little bit along the edge. Hopefully I can do this without sticking to anything I don't want it to stick to. All right, got that stuck down. Then on the opposite side, I'm going to do a little bit of tear and tape in between here, and that's just going to stick the little top shut when I'm ready to close it up. And then down here at the bottom, I'm going to put a little bit here between the score lines as well. I'm probably going a little bit long on the bottom, but that's okay because it'll fold over the top of each other. All right, so to put this together, to start with, you're going to kind of roll it and stick it together like this first. And again, it's okay, you've got the little pinch points here and you want a little bit of a crease. You don't want the crease to run all the way down, but you do want to have a little bit of a pinch up here at the top. So here comes the fun part. Hold your breath, and hopefully I can get this all put together straight, because that's always a challenge for me, especially when you got super sticky adhesive and paper. All right, hopefully, I think I got it on there fairly straight. All right, make sure it's stuck down real well in there. Then I need to go inside and find my, and I totally think I stuck that to the wrong place, but just go inside and find my 2 little pinch points here, pull it out like this, and then go inside. Hopefully get my tear and tape adhesive to break loose in here. You know, things like this are always easier when y'all aren't watching me. I guess you make me nervous. No, I'm just kidding. There we go, finally got it to go. So just gonna pinch it closed here at the bottom, and that's gonna seal up the bottom of it. And then if I was ready to go ahead and seal the top of it shut, I do the same thing here. I just pull the tear and tape adhesive and then pinch it closed at the top. And that's it for the container. I mean, that's how simple they are to put together. So it's a really, really good die set. So, all right. Oh, I do need a pokey tool, Mary. And sadly, I have one right here within reach, but I was just, you know, determined to pick it with my fingernails, apparently. So the next thing that I did on here was just put a little bit of the twine around it. And again, I'm not sticking it shut tonight just because I don't have my little treats stuck inside yet. And of course, I did seem to lose track of my scissors. Good thing I've got another one handy here. Let me get a little bit of twine out here. And this is from the Nature's Twine Pack, which is a set of actually 4 spools of twine, which is really cool. It's another good one. Matches and coordinates perfectly with the Nature's Poem Designer Series paper. And then the most difficult task of the evening will be seeing if Amy can tie a bow on camera and on command, which is always entertaining. No laughing. Okay, you can laugh. It's okay. Oh, good idea. Yeah, you could definitely punch a couple holes in it, Mary, instead of sealing it with the tear and tape. That's an excellent idea. Then you wouldn't have to worry about whether your stuff is in it or not. So, see, I should have called you before working on this. All right. So, try to get my bow tied here. I seem to, of course, have it a little crookedy, but, you know, it wouldn't be a Amy stamp project if it wasn't a little crookedy. So we're going to trim up the tails here, get everything fairly even. So just got that. And then the last piece to add to it is the sentiment. And I went ahead and pre-stamped and pre-cut everything, so figured you didn't need to see me do all that again. Used a little bit of Tranquil Tide ink, used a Stampin' Up marker actually, and Grapefruit Grove, and then that is Mint Macaron. So I used those, colored the image, and then stamped it. And I actually used the Stamparatus when I did that so that I could re-stamp it a couple of times to make sure I got a really good image. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just take the little glue dot, put it on the back, tuck it up under there, and that's it. So super simple. And I think they're really cute. And like I said, I can't wait. I'm hoping, you know, looking forward to being able to make some Christmas little treat holders and things with it. So if anybody has any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to help with whatever that you need. And otherwise, I'll be posting all the details out on my blog as far as the paper sizes and all that sort of thing that I use to make these little treat holders tomorrow. So you can take a peek at my blog post then. Oh, and Mary says, can you turn it over so that we can see the other side? Yes. Yes, I can. Good idea. So that's basically what it looks like on the back side of it when you use the little half circle. If you don't like the way that designer paper looks in there, you could you could definitely cut another circle. Just take that same die, cut a little circle, and tuck it inside there and stick it down. So if you want something different on there, you might even be able to fold it down, I would bet, and close it up and have it look sort of like an envelope if you want to do that as well. So something to give it just a little bit of a different look to it. Hey, Catherine, thanks for hopping on. Glad that you found me and stumbled on just as we were finishing up. So we made a couple of these little treat containers tonight. Super simple. Well, only made one of them tonight, but showing you a couple different ways to make it. So Any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, like I said, stop by my blog tomorrow and stampwithamyk.com, and you can see all the details about how to make these. All these materials are available for purchase on my demonstrator website, and there's a link to it on the sidebar on the Stamp with Amy K blog. So go take a peek out there, and let me know if you have questions. I'm so glad that you guys were able to hop in. And hey, Lori, thanks for hopping in too. And yep, you are a little late, but that's okay. These are super easy, so you can take a peek at the replay later. So thanks so much, everybody, for coming in, and I will try to do some more videos here sometime soon. Oh, just to let you know, I am going to be taking off for Alaska on Thursday. I'm so excited to get to go do the Alaskan cruise, and thank you all so much for helping me to earn that. I appreciate it. So I'm going to be out there on the cruise I'll be gone for about 9 days, so you guys can feel free to drop me messages, whatever you want to do. I'm going to be posting some pictures of the sites that we're seeing when we're out there, as well as some projects along the way too. So I won't forget about you, trust me. So thanks so much, everybody, for hopping on, and thanks for the well wishes. I am so excited for this trip. This is a place I've always wanted to go to, so can't wait to go see it. So alrighty, well, thank you all very much for hopping on, and have a very good night. We'll see you. I'll be back on the 28th, 27th, 28th. I don't even remember anymore. So sometime after that, probably early August, I'll see y'all again. Have a good night.